All right, I'm back with part 2 of attending the Zig Ziglar event and everything that I got from it. Back to you guys. So in the first video, if you guys didn't watch, I talked about kind of the energy and the environment that was there at the Zig Ziglar event. And right now Zig is passed, so his son Tom is the one that's running everything. But there's a lot of great household names that are people who've been with the company for years. But anyways, they had a bunch of different guest speakers come on. One of my favorite being Donald Miller, but then there was also Coach Nathaniel Hearn from Friday Night Lights, where that program took place. So yeah, just being around all of these entrepreneurs, just being around people who had intentions of wanting to grow their business, of wanting to be around like-minded people, you know, people who wanted to make new connections. And that's what this video leads into, is the importance of networking. I want to tell a quick story about my first networking event. I was super nervous, didn't even really know if I wanted to go. I had to talk myself into it, but it was just one of these small, you know, networking events that was, I don't know, maybe 20 people for entrepreneurs at the time. And I had just started my business, and so I was just looking for connections. I didn't know if I wanted to try to find a client. I didn't know if I wanted to try to find guidance, someone who can help me do a service, like, you know, maybe an accountant, or, you know, someone who can help me with lead generation. I didn't really know what I was looking for. I just kind of went in there blindly. But I want to talk about the importance of everything to come from a networking event like the one that I did here in Dallas, Texas. You make so many great connections, you know, and it's people that you probably could never anticipate, people with just so much knowledge, you know, and a willingness to want to help and build you up. It's crazy, but getting into these types of environments and communities is one of the biggest things that helped me go from broke to being successful. And I kid you not, like, some of the greatest connections that I've had of people in the business world, not just the business world, but even in my life, come from events like this. And I say my life because I've met so many people at these events that they were there for the same exact reasons as me. They want to grow their business, but they want to give back. They want to contribute out beyond themselves. And when you find people with the same intentions of wanting to do for others, that's the first most basic benefit of going to these networking events, is just the connections that you're going to be able to build. But how do we utilize and take advantage of the opportunities that these relationships provide for us? So that's what I'm going to go into. I want to tell you another example of something that happened to me attending an event. I meet all of these amazing people and I start building these relationships, but I'm over here looking like, okay, nothing's like pointing out to me that's clear about how I can benefit from this relationship. I mean, aside from just having a great person on my side and knowing that person, but I'm talking about specific business here. Well, there's this one lady that I met that her and I just vibed. You know, we were talking. She ended up having this new service in the cryo industry, cryotherapy. So these are those tanks you get into, full body, it goes down to like -300 degrees. You're in there for 3 minutes and it does all this great stuff for your body. She does that, but in a different way. She actually has a handheld machine that the same exact type of service, but she's able to do it targeted on body parts. So like elbows, shoulders, you know. It even has different attachments to do skin tightening for faces called Frotox. Anyways, long story short, I'm speaking to this woman and I end up getting into business with her. I start a business, which I actually have my own cryotherapy, you know, business. And this has just turned into something that has provided me the opportunity to help people in my family. And what I mean by that is I have so many businesses that right now I'm at a part where I start businesses and I partner with people who aren't necessarily entrepreneurs. They have potential, they just haven't taken the risks or the actions to get stuff started for themselves. And I put them in place, give them the training that they need, and I build my businesses that way. And so when I have these types of business models that I come across like this, that's not a lot of competition out there, it could be used for injuries, high school students, college athletes, you know, just people from car wrecks or just falling and injuring themselves. Like, this rehabilitation process is always going to be around, and it does so much more than just injury, but it helps with blood flow, it helps with neuropathy, it helps with so many different things like skin cell repair, blood flow repair, you know, like all of this crazy stuff. Anyways, back to the story. Having that connection and building that relationship to where not only did she get me in to help on this business, the reason why I did it is because the relationship we built, she wanted to make sure like, hey, if you do this, you have me. You're not just buying this service, you have me. I'll make sure that you succeed. And that all came just from opportunity and just looking just to see what could be out there. And I have so many different stories like this. You just need to start getting around people. and just start seeing the magic and the opportunity, because when you're there, your brain is going to start making up different scenarios of creating opportunities. That's what we are. God's a creator. He created us to be co-creators. One important thing that I want to talk about in networking when you're going to these types of events is, yes, we covered about the benefits of what will happen for us. But if you want to take that to the next level, you want to be somebody, you want to make those connections, get prepared for going there and being able to answer the question, well, what can you do for them? Or what can you do for me? You know, because people are going to ask you that. And that's really what people want to know at the end of the day. And that's going to be you just being prepared, your elevator pitch or your USP, your unique selling proposition. That's just a way that you can basically say what you do for people. I say, if you're a baker, say, I use these natural imported ingredients that don't have all the GMOs that other, baked goods have. And I do this process where it's a 2-day process to where, from mixing it and letting it sit to baking it and getting it out to be presented, there's this whole process that makes the eggs different. And the benefits of you is that you'll be able to eat this stuff and not put on not even half the weight that you would from eating the normal stuff, but also that you're not gonna have all of the crashing from all the sugars and chemicals in it. I don't know, I'm making stuff up, but or if you're a fitness coach, I teach people how to come up with a plan based on their specific body type. Because yes, there's hundreds of diets, but 2 people could be doing the same diets and get different results because their body type's different. Their digestive system's different. The way their metabolism works different based on different patterns of eating. And because you know all this, you've specialized in working with one certain body type and you know how to add value to that person. So all I'm saying is get yourself ready for that elevator pitch, that 1 to 2 sentences to where you just can solve a problem for somebody. And when you can do this and you can do both things, you can create opportunities for yourself, but also solve problems and create opportunities for other people by working with you. You're going to be unstoppable. And after doing this so much and getting better and better and building more and more confidence, you're going to just become that person that you see right here in your forefront of your mind of who you can be. Because I know we all have glimpses of our great potential, and that's because those are visions of the future from God. So if you're having these visions, set this plan. Be disciplined to continue to make sure you're getting into at least 3 networking groups a month if possible. Like, pick a number, stay committed to it, and let's see what you can do. If you'd like to have help with any of this, building your business, just your life and business strategies in general, reach out. I got a 60-minute complimentary session for you, to where I promise if you don't leave with value, I'll pay you. So go ahead, feel free to click the link down low in the description, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.